Hello, people. This is Travis, also known as Shizzles. I am one of the members on the Halo Council, and I am here with Implicit MLG, who got to playtest Halo 4 this weekend at RTX for a good 3 hours in a private invite-only party. Implicit, why don't you start by telling people, who you are, where you came from, and that sort of stuff.
Alright, sounds good. Well, first off, I'm Implicit. You can call me Aaron. That's what I go by. I'm from Texas, but, I'm trying to get out to Cali, get some more sun, go out to the beach. I work for Game Battles as a volunteer. I've been there for a couple of years now. And that's basically it. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to start a blog soon, so look out for that.
Alright. RTX, what was your first impression with the game, and was the game enjoyable to play?
My first impressions were it's really cleaned up a lot. The UI, it's amazing. It's dramatically changed. 343 has really stepped up to the plate, and I think they're going to do a great job. When I started playing for the first time, I was blown away to be ours back. For everybody who's not a believer in 343, they have a lot coming to them because the game is amazing. It plays like Halo should play. You look at Reach, and I told someone else yesterday in the text, I was like, look, when you compare Halo 4, just the E3 build that we got to play, in comparison to Halo Reach, you actually feel like they're two different games. But you can tell where Bungie just seemed like to drop off, and then where 343 actually honestly cares about this game, like it's the last game that's ever been made, so they're making it as best as they can. It's the first part of their series, or the trilogy, I should say.
Alright. After playing it for the first time, did anything jump out at you? It could be in a good way or not so good way. Is there anything that jumped out at you immediately?
I would definitely say the pregame lobby has got a major overhaul. That was definitely a good positive. The only negative I could honestly say is the lack of ability to actually look at it more in detail, because obviously, it's just I guess you'd call it like a beta build. That's the only thing. Honestly, I couldn't figure out one bad thing about the game, except for the fact that we have to wait for the game to actually come out November 6th. It's definitely going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do until November 6th. What maps and game types did you get to play?
When we played on main stage, this was early Saturday night. It was about maybe 6:30. Me, Bravo, said, and then two Bungie people got to play against the Dolls, which was a lot of fun on main stage. We played Lambo. And I had the chance to get in Warhog, check it out, see how it feels. And it's amazing. Honestly, like I said, there's nothing I could say negative or bad about the game. Even though it was a beta, it was really good. And then I got to play Renticide on Adrift, which was awesome. It was a small little map. And really, it felt like you're constantly in a battle. Not to the point where you get annoyed, you're like, wow, I just spawned. The spawns are amazing. You spawn away from people, but close enough that you don't have to sprint across map, which I honestly think the sprint is great. I think it plays just enough big of a role that you just feel comfortable with it. It's not where you're sprinting too much, and all these people are saying, oh, well, it's kind of like Call of Duty and that. Well, I don't know about you, but Call of Duty is a terrible game. And Halo 4 is not a terrible game at this point.
I agree.
So, but, yeah.
Going on the whole movement thing, we've been told, even before E3, that Halo 4 feels like Halo. The people at 343 have said, "Hey guys, don't worry, it feels like Halo." Could you tell that it felt like Halo?
I'm going to say it like this. I went in there with really high expectations. Leaving the event, first off, it was an amazing event overall, so kudos to Rooster Teeth and the whole team over there. But really, it is Halo. I haven't played Halo Reach in like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month or 2, honestly. And, I'm more excited about Halo 4 now than I was in the beginning. They really have taken it from like Halo 2, Halo 3. That's what it really feels like. Halo 2 and Halo 3, like a good little mixture in there. You have the battle rifle that's back. It feels like an actual battle rifle. It doesn't feel like the one from Halo 3, but more like Halo 2, honestly. Like, if you could double shot, I think it'd be the best BR by far.
All right. Going on the weapons track, which weapons did you actually get to try out?
I try to mess around with all the new ones. I will say the Needler is pretty insane in this game. Felt like I got a pretty decent upgrade. I picked up a sniper one time, but I got assassinated, which assassinations are really awesome. Got killed right as I got it. The rockets are really good. I feel like the rockets now have like a stream behind it, so you can actually see where it's going, and it feels like they shoot faster. Or it could just be like the way they did the animation with it and everything. The BR is awesome. I love the DMR. And the pistol in the beta build that we're playing for E3, it felt a little silence. It felt kind of weak. But, after talking to some of the guys, they said that they're obviously not finalized with all the weapon sounds, and, the weapons could get tweaked in the future. So, we just have to wait and see how it kind of plays out.
All right. After playing the game at RTX, would you want them to increase the battle rifle to a 4-shot, or do you think it's fine where it is at a 5-shot?
What do you mean a 5-shot? Because it was a 3-round burst.
Yeah, it's a 5-shot to kill.
Oh, okay. I honestly missed so many shots, since I haven't played Halo in such a long time. I honestly like it how it was. There are times, obviously, I'd get every single shot, but I think they should leave it the way it is. And then in the future, if it needs to be toned down a little bit or, added a couple more shots, then I think that's when we need to look into it. But, I think they have the right mixture of, how strong the bullets are, how the spread is, and how many shots it actually takes to kill someone.
All right. Moving on to the armor abilities. What armor abilities did you test out?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I just used the Promethean Vision. I just wanted to test it out because, Bravo, Andy and I were talking, and I think we kind of agree on this. The Promethean Vision is a little overpowered. In my opinion, I think they need to add something into the game, maybe later down the road, maybe a title update for, like the first 2 years of the game, or whenever they think it's appropriate, or even at the launch. They should have it, say, in custom traits, like different parts of the map and game types. They should have the bar where you can say, okay, well, we want Promethean Vision to go this distance for this game type. Or say in like Capture the Flag, maybe you can only use it like certain times. Like whenever you're not the flag carrier or objective player, things like that. I think they should have it to where you can actually limit the length or the range or have like certain areas of the map where you can't see into, just stay like into your own base, whatever the case may be. But as far as I see, I think the armor abilities are great, and I think sprint not being an ability per se, and actually being a part of your Spartan, I think that's a great way to actually play the game. Because it gives you a chance to sprint. It's not going to be unlimited, but there is a perk that allows it to be unlimited. So.
Right. Speaking of the perks, did you have like your go-to loadout? I know when I was playing, I had that one loadout that if I was getting mad that I wasn't getting kills or wasn't getting assists or whatever, that I would switch it to that loadout and then just wreck.
I would really just have two loadouts, but basically the same settings. I don't remember my exact ones because I obviously did it so much that I just didn't pay attention. I just saw what it was at that time. I know one of them was shielding, and I don't remember the other one. But basically, I just would have the BR. I'd have my pistol, obviously. Sometimes I'd use a plasma pistol just because I wanted to try the new combo, which I got one kill with it, which is awesome. But besides that, I just use either BR or DMR, and I use the same settings for everything else.
All right. My go-to was shielding. That was my tactical package, which you have shielding, firepower, resupply, and then AA efficiency. And my support upgrade was ammo, because I found myself running out of ammo. And with the support upgrades, you have mobility, which is unlimited sprint, sensor, ammo, and awareness.
I think I use mobility the most because I like sprinting around to help my teammates. So as soon as I see someone start getting shot, or it's kind of cool now because if you look at their service tag, they kind of flash different colors. I think it's blue and red, but I didn't pay that much attention. But you see them getting shot, so I try to sprint over there to them, help them out. Or use your Promethean vision. You'll see someone just spawn bottom of the map, so you want to sprint over there, throw a grenade, help your teammates out. So.
All right. Going back to Promethean vision for just a second. I found that on the large map, Longbow, I found that it wasn't quite as powerful as it was on Adrift. I played 2 games on Adrift and 2 games on Longbow, and on Adrift it seemed more powerful because it's a close range map. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it comes and goes. Obviously, different maps going to have different perks that really work with them, and I think you're absolutely right. When you're in a close quarter map, even for myself, I didn't switch off Promethean Vision just because I like trying one thing and then sticking with it until I figure it out 100%, and then moving on to the next part. But say Longbow, the only time I can honestly say that it's best to use it is when you're in a little base by where the ghost spawns on one of the bases, or if you're running around the corner and someone's over there and they're weak, and it gives you the opportunity to see, okay, are they rushing around? Do they even know I'm here? Things like that. But on the drift, you definitely need that. Because you could be on the bottom level about to lift up, and there could be a guy out there with a sword crouching. You don't know. Now, if you use your Promethean vision, you could be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go up the stairs, go around the corner, grenade him, and he's not going to know I'm here. So, but the only thing about Promethean vision, everyone was saying that you're supposed to basically either hear something or something on the screen is supposed to pop up that notifies you that someone is pinging you, because obviously it's like sonar, it's going through everything, going through the walls, and it pings through you. But I guess, heat of the moment when I'm playing, maybe my audio isn't loud enough, or I have a special gaming headset like Astros or SteelSeries or anything like that to actually notice it. But I didn't see any indicators on the screen, and from what I recall, I didn't hear it. But then again, we're also playing the E3 bit, so.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't hear it at all. I was playing the regicide on a drift with the suds. And I mean, I know they were using Promethean vision, and I didn't notice it at all. But what are your thoughts on the thruster pack for the armor abilities?
I don't really use it again, but I saw a lot of people use it. I think it's good and it's bad at the same time. One of the good things about it is, say you're getting chased by a sword guy. Obviously, you can't sprint backwards and shoot the guy. Well, with a thruster pack, you can thrust left, forward, right, or backwards. And while you're doing that, obviously, if you're still a relatively decent shot, you can shoot the guy, kill a sword guy, and then boom, you got the sword. Easy day. Or, say someone's coming up the stairs. You know that say you're about half shields. You can thrust her towards him, get a quick beat down, and then pull back and shoot him in the head before he even has time to realize what's going on. So I think there's definitely a lot of good pros to it. Con would be, like someone could easily just as quickly sprint away, or thrust her away, or, even be a harder strike to actually shoot that person. Because I saw one kid, he was kind of strafing, and then he'd thruster pack to one side, and get behind something, and then, once he's good, he comes back out and then starts shooting the guy, kills him. So.
Yeah. Alright, now getting down into the core of the game. Did you notice a lot of, say, like aim assist or aim acceleration or bullet magnetism or anything like that while you were playing?
I didn't feel that way. I mean, I'm not the best shot, even if I play literally every single day of my life. I miss a lot of shots, and there's a few times I felt like there might have been a few little hints of auto aim, but not enough to really feel like, oh wow, this is really, really supporting me. I felt like it was a very good balance. I saw a lot of people try to use a sniper that, you would normally feel, okay, cool, it's going to help me there, and it's a complete miss. Now I've seen a lot of people, while they're playing with the sniper, try to no-scope, and I feel like no-scoping is a little easier so far in the game, just from the looks of it, but then again, I haven't got a chance to use the sniper, so I can't really tell you 100%.
Alright, and I guess we'll finish with one last question. Do you see Halo 4 thriving on the MLG circuit, or will it kind of act like Reach and fade out after a few tournaments?
I guess I'll say it like this. When I was playing on main stage, I took 4 pictures from start to finish. I basically took 2 when I started and 2 when I finished. When we started playing against the Frag Dolls, and this was just Saturday night, there was a ton of people. When we finished those 2 pictures that I had, there was probably about twice the amount of people there watching. And, throughout the game, when Bravo first started, he got a headshot. Everyone cheered. I haven't heard someone cheer like that since, we really had Halo 3, close to the end of that era, and Reach came in. So I honestly think if the community really gets behind it and supports it, and, people like Bravo, Decaying23, Halo Council, and everyone else who's constantly trying to make content, put it on YouTube, making blogs, making sites, and really trying to just bring the game together, I think MLG will have no choice but to bring it back. But the thing is, people have to understand that MLG is a business. At the end of the day, you have to respect them and the fact that they have to make money, otherwise they're not going to be here. Yes, I want Halo on the circuit. Yes, I love Halo, but at the same time, you have to look at what MLG thinks is best for them. So as long as we can pull together, work together, get over all the petty drama that there's out in this community, then, we're going to thrive and we're going to come back together and we're going to be on the circuit.
All right. That will wrap up the interview. I'm going to promote my Twitch. This is the Halo Council community Twitch that I am on right now. This is run by me, Sesafim, and Ooze, and we hopefully will be here a lot more, just bringing, interviews like this one, or gameplay review and other things like that. But right now I'm going to promote my Twitch. I am going to be doing something very unique tomorrow, probably around 5 Central Time, so it's going to be about 6 Eastern, I guess. And my Twitch is twitch.tv/shizzles, which is SHZLSS. And you will definitely want to be there for that. I'm going to be giving away 2 of the Halo 4 Master Chief avatar emblems that I got at RTX. So if you like custom avatars for your Xbox, you should definitely check that out. I will be giving 2 of those away tomorrow.